Здравствуй, Дима. Привет, медведь. Так. Мне кажется, мне надо уменьшить чуток размер веб-камеры, по-моему. И размер чатика тоже надо уменьшить. А то как-то крупненько. Не? Нормально смотрится? Дмитрий. Ну, вроде норм. Так, ну чё? Я микрофон включила вообще? А, включила. А то я могу. Умею, практикую не включать. Хорошо. Steam. Чё ты ржёшь? Да. Хорошо. Я надеюсь, игра будет нормально захватываться. Проблем у нас с этим делом не будет. Кому нужен микро. Так, музычка, спасибо. Поехали. Надеюсь, игра будет веселая и интересная. И скучно нам не будет. Так, зернистость я выключила. Размер текста большой у нас стоит. Скорость нормальная. Ну, в общем, размытие нам не нужно. Тут все нормально стоит. Что у нас с громкостью музыки? Тише, громче. Что мы делаем? Порно-джаз.
Featherland and...
А ну как оно? Еще тише делать? Хорошо, если я не кричу, разговариваю нормальным голосом, как меня слышно? Я постараюсь не орать. Еще чуть? Мне тоже покрикивает немного. Нормас? Окей. Классное музло. Так, а ну, игра сворачивается. Да, игра сворачивается. Это хорошо. Так. Окей, поехали. Женщина поет. Так, новая игра. Да. Ну, погнали. Звуковик без СМС регистрации. Мертвецы тяжелее разбитых сердец. Какой-то там автор.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years. And once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
Ой, Атас. Мне уже нравится. Я не знаю, как вам.
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment. and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong?
Город Кловель, район Руарк, бывший отель «Атлас». Пенсия близко. Ёшкин кот, какая козочка к нам забрела. Здравствуй, детка.
Crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Не выгонять же, окей. Извините. Это почему-то смешно. Вам удобно читать самим текст? Или я могу сделать тише голоса и попробовать сама читать? Ой, извините. Диалоги. Да. Сейчас я начитаю. Странная фигура у дамы. Так, хорошо. Все равно ж будешь читать.
I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
Окей. Старые книги.
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
Так, ящик. Угу. Что у нас? Мой магнум.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
Так, мы взяли магнум.
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. Just in case.
Нормально. Окей. Так, тут вроде ничего больше нет. Окей. Так, что у нас тут? Дикая
I
природа.
wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here,
Я так понимаю,
whether I like it or not.
Да, это стоит ждет. Я так понимаю, в этой игре дикой природой называется мир. Ну, в целом, планета. Хорошо. Дверь в спальню, крошка.
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
Суровый мужчина. О, давайте включим свет. Хорошо, фотографии. Дикие джентльмены.
The wild gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
Ну, вроде перевод более-менее. Старая
We used to be
заметка.
star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight.
Хорошо. Болезненное воспоминание. Я так понимаю, это наша возлюбленная.
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life.
О,
Before Molly left me and took our daughter.
бедненький. М.Б. Дэвис.
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
Старые добрые времена.
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
Так, хорошо.
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Окей. У нас проблемы с памятью. Так, телефон. О, я могу звонить? А как я... О, прикольно. Так, ладно. Хорошо.
I don't even know what these papers are.
Понятно.
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day.
Ага. В общем, мы вроде
My bedroom.
все осмотрели, да? Ну, давайте поговорим с дамой. Посмотри.
Who is this dame anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on
Какого
New Year's
клоха?
Eve?
Ну, давайте разговаривать. Ой, он еще что-то говорит. Топ. А ёшкин кот.
Legs that go on for days. Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. You're in big trouble, pal.
О май. Да уж. Ну, давайте поговорим.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Ибанес. Извините.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Ай, класс. Не, ну выглядит реально круто.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me,
Okay.
Mr. Featherland.
Игривая дама.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Ибанес. Да.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
Какая игривая дамочка, вы гляньте на нее только.
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
Я себе представляю секс оленихи и петуха. И что-то как-то он у меня странно представляется. Сейчас бы седьюсера сюда, да.
I don't usually drink.
Но сегодня я выпью.
Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Не, ну прикольно. Анимация у них нормальная.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
О, класс. И это было мило, реально. Так. Так, что у нас тут? Дебора. Она на побегушках у своего начальника, утонченная женщина, но не похоже, что она из богатой или влиятельной семьи. Имя Дебора Ибанес, вид африканская антилопа. Пол женский, особые приметы, тонкая и хрупкая, ничего такого особенного. Есть на свете антилопа, у нее большая попа. Так, хорошо. Места. Отель Атлас. Неплохое было место, теперь соревнуемся, кто дольше не сгниет. Отель опережает, но по правде сказать, а не то чтобы сильно впереди. А не впереди, а позади. Behind. Переводчики. Да, привет вам. Хорошая игра. Так, кодекс. Хорошие шутки. Пернатые копы – знаменитая пара детективов. Сантина Сони Перьеленд и Марти Макцик прославились после дела, которое в прессе окрестили Кровавым Новым Годом. Они были на пике популярности почти 10 лет, пока роковая ссора не положила конец их легендарному союзу. Мередит Х. Марбл выпустила о них серию романов. За 7 лет вышло 10 книг, а потом публика потеряла к ней интерес, да и к пернатым копам тоже. Пловель существует как независимый город-государство более 900 лет. Он был основан после объединения 4 наций, которые представлены на гербе Пловеля 4 фигурками животных и 4 лапами. На самом деле союз кланов рептилий и великие кланы насекомых тоже сыграли весомую роль в основании города, но им так и не нашлось места на гербе города. На гербе это положило начало культурным и политическим раздорам между видами. Кловель сохранил политическую автономию и сказку о том, что он – единственное место в дикой природе, где хищники и жертвы любой расы могут мирно сосуществовать. Отсюда название «Город тысячи цветов». В основном в дикой природе почитают 3 богов. Это могучие дикие духи, которые составляют святую троицу созидания, разрушения и безмолвия. Харити – богиня созидания, Птапти – идол разрушения, и Нкватити – бесполый призрак безмолвия и небытия, который стоит на страже равновесия между созиданием и разрушением в их бесконечном конфликте. Окей, какие-то индийские названия духов. Так, ну это у нас ранг юнец пока что. Хорошо.
I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway. Oh man, I totally get you.
Окей. Что, мне дальше с ней еще разговаривать?
Legs that go on.
Да, понятно, мужик. Пол почистить, Дима.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
Так, стоп. Ща. Скорость текста медленно надо. Хорошо.
So, this is the part where the interrogation comes, like in those detective movies.
Something like that, Deborah. Yes.
Зачем он вот так пальчиком делает?
So, this is the part.
Something like that.
Ну. Жертва каких-то странных угроз. Дама, все они написаны. А чё? The victim, a lady, is the target of some strange threats. All of them are written. Хорошо.
So, this is the part where the interrogation.
Something like that.
И как мне начать допрос? Вот. Хорошо. Фокусируйтесь на том, что известно о подозреваемом. Ведет себя подозрительно, сосредоточьтесь на этом. Тема Джон Доу. Фокус. Этот парень весьма подозрительный. Надо сосредоточиться на этом. Ничего не понимаю. Хорошо. Он ведет себя подозрительно. Я веду себя подозрительно. Почему ты ведешь себя подозрительно? Окей. Так. Это не слишком прямо такие вопросы задавать? Собирайте мнение о подозреваемом. Каждое мнение добавляет новый вопрос. Столько вариантов. Не, вообще стиль у игры классный, реально. Мне нравится. Но мне кажется, нам нужно переместиться налево опять, потому что вас не будет видно на тексте этого. Справа. Чатик. Детективом Мер ваш лучший друг. Он показывает, хорошо ли идет допрос. Старайтесь держаться в плюсе, договорились? Бла-бла-бла. Мне это нравится. Плюс 100. Музыка просто плюс. Да, музыка классная.
I must be cautious and smart.
Боже
This
мой,
dame
гляньте на
seems
него.
shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Давайте начнем нежно, а когда придет время... Да. Да. По-английски вот это вот звучит сильно лучше, чем по-русски. Хорошо. Так. Тема Дебора и Баннес. Фокус надо полегче и по-умному. Дамочка вроде робкая, и это можно использовать, но надо подумать, что и говорить, а то можно и отпугнуть. Начнем бережно, а потом в нужный момент поднажмем. Впечатление застенчивое. Вы кто, собственно, мадам?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
Блин, ну реально классная игра выглядит.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Так, хорошо, новая и личная информация, неуверенная. Так, что это с вами? Нормально себя чувствуете, уверены? Скажите, в какой части города живете? Холмы, Калаверы, цвета Квиль. Я так понимаю, мне нужно использовать вот эти вот впечатления. Наверное, нужно поднажать на ее самочувствие. Или нет? Думаешь, рано?
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf
Да,
of my
видишь?
employer and not on personal business.
Надо опираться на личные качества.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach.
Почему пришли ко мне именно сегодня вечером, завязывая испуганную пташку разыгрывать, солнышко, пой давай. Извините. Блин. Так, а я не могу сейчас инвентарь какой-нибудь посмотреть, ничего? Окей. Так.
Stop playing the frightened prey, Sunshine, and start singing.
Sunshine. О.
But please, I don't like this cocky behavior. Excuse the expression.
Cocky behavior.
Look, maybe it's best if we act like we never met, and you gallop out of here on your pretty long legs before I get rude. I can be rude, believe it or not.
Мне кажется, если бы ты, Дима, был детективом, то ты бы был примерно вот таким.
I'm very disappointed in you, Mr. Featherland.
Happens to most people, you know.
Очень неловко вышло. Боже, почему у меня краснеет уши сразу? Так, а скажите, частенько приходилось врываться в чужие дома, да?
Tell me, do you break into strangers' homes often?
But please, I've heard you're straightforward and...
Я очень
Rude?
прямой, да. И жесткий.
Yes, exactly. But
And you're galloping away from the question.
Ну
ma'am.
да, да.
No offense, of course.
well, what can I say? It's a racial trait. Everybody has to be good at something.
You're right
Хорошо.
about that.
Так, плюс 5. Окей, так. Так, дамочка вроде робкая, это можно использовать, но надо думать, что ей говорить, а то можно отпугнуть. Хорошо. Вы родились и выросли в Ковеле, а личная информация нас особо не интересует. Хорошо. Почему пришли вы? Почему не сама нанимательница с собственной персоной? Вы хоть сами знаете, что вам нужно. Давайте вот это, наверное.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko.
Кошенка,
She
боже
hasn't been
мой.
leaving her home
О,
lately.
блин,
Oh,
это
she really has
кошка,
to.
которую я тебе присылала. Да? Кошечка ничего такая.
How so?
Да. Это она.
Miss Natasha is afraid.
Мисс Наташа.
She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone
Да-да.
knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on
У
that.
него такое смешное лицо. На это невозможно смотреть. Гляньте на него. Я не могу. Хорошо. Так, слишком долго ходим вокруг да около. Дебора точно что-то скрывает. Разберемся с этим. Застенчивая, неуверенно что-то скрывает. Где адрес достали? Вы ведь заигрываете со мной, хоть и не осознаете. На что именно вы рассчитывали, отправляясь ко мне? Что же тебе от меня надо? Так, ну... Вот это может быть. На что именно вы рассчитывали, отправляясь ко мне? Где она достала адрес, это, по-моему, глупый вопрос. Это неуместно будет. Ну, хотя я бы нажала, но это не супер-седьюсер.
What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Well, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable.
Да, в таком месте только надежные люди обитают. Конечно, конечно, Дебора.
Well, I am reliable.
And discreet.
Ага.
That's right.
And thorough.
По-моему, она с нами заигрывает, слушайте.
No question about that.
And has a heart of gold.
Женщина, ты вгоняешь меня в краску. Ой, боже мой. Это ужасно.
Okay, let's stop it right there.
Да. Плюс 5, окей. Так. Полагаете, вы созданы для таких вот поручений? У вас какие-то неприятности? А может, просто скажете, что меня здесь нет, и все? Это для меня слишком опасно, и я не могу за это взяться. Так, у вас как... Первое, второе? Как вы думаете? Блин, ну я не знаю, ну хочется первое, но, наверное, будет как-то неуместно это.
Do you think you're cut out for this kind of work?
Not in the slightest.
О,
Then why all of this?
I just can't say no to Natasha.
ага.
Would she hurt you if you did?
No, of course not. She's my friend.
I see.
Минус 10? Ну, а вам не кажется все это подозрительным? Ну, вам знакомо чувство полной незащищенности. Какие-то вопросы немного, по-моему, нелогичные. Я, конечно, могу ошибаться. Так, а ну, секундочку. О, пивун вышел на работу под театром. Так.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
Давай уже.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
Не могу расслышать, что оно поет. Мне надо окно открыть, чтобы услышать. А ну сейчас. По-моему, группа крови, но я не уверена. Что-то из этого рода, по-моему. Так,
You see,
хорошо.
we're starting to understand each
Да.
other.
Моя тетя была на концерте Цоя и сказала, что это было самое большое разочарование в ее жизни. Так. Хорошо, если вы не хотите толком ничего рассказывать, к чему все это? Слушайте, Дебора, с чего я вообще должен вам верить? Все концерты такие, ну не все. На концерте Бейонсе и Джей Зи мне понравилось. Очень даже. Это было фееричненько. Так, ну какой вариант ей лучше? Первый, второй.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
Надо быстрее отвечать, Дима.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer.
Плюс 10. Хорошо, расскажите честно, чего вы так боитесь?
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
Ibn Wessler, the kingpin.
exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
Боги, пуха и пера, помогите. В смысле, кошка живет с крысой?
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Оценка заведения допроса. Достойный коп. Окей. На вопросов 10, точность фокуса 60%. Ну, то такое. А вот это дело, напарник. Не совсем как в прежние времена, но есть еще порох. Старик-цыпленок еще помнит пару трюков, да? Важная улика. Нынешний влиятельный приятель Наташи, нашего нанимателя, печально известный гангстер Ибн Уэслер. Хорошо. Так. Единственный автор послания, наниматель мисс Деборы Ибанес, некая мисс Наташа Кошенко. Нынешний влиятельный приятель Наташи, нашего нанимателя, печально известный гангстер Ибн Уэслер. Имя Наташа Кошенко, вид кошка, пол женский. Особые приметы, у нее необыкновенные зеленые глаза. И у нее серьезные проблемы, как и у меня. Хорошо. Имя Хобарт Ибн Уэслер. Вид крыса, пол мужской, особые приметы, приятный на вид, харизматичный и еще квоханый гангстер. Класс. Окей, так. Квоханый это типа ёбаный. Да.
Legs that go on.
Тут ничего нового нам не скажут.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints. You know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
О, там еще что-то.
Well, okay. Let's see.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
Класс. Сари Клаб. Сари Клаб, Дима. Глянь на этих цыпочек. Класс. Most colorful club of the most colorful city. My city is on fire. Brand new hit from the queen of the night. Короче, самый цветной клуб в самом цветном городе. Мой город в огне. Новое шоу от королевы ночи. Ну, царь. Хорошо.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland?
Чё это такое?
Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
Доиграются. Смотри, как он щурится. Блин, но они реально классно их сделали.
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you, Miss Katsenko.
Извините. Но она бы была не против, чтобы мы ее отведали. Да.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Tsar Club. Классно они слово царь говорят.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
Right.
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Да-да.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Конечно.
Exactly. How did you know?
Я много чего знаю, детка.
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
Да.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to
Ну
take
это
you
же
home
новелла,
if you'd
грубо
like.
говоря. Дима.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
О. Так, хорошо. Я найду Наташу в царь-клубе. Прикольные заметочки. Классно сделано. Видимо, Наташа откуда-то знает Молли, мою жену. Или, может быть, у нее хорошие информаторы. Я должен выяснить, какая тут связь. Так, что тут у нас нового? Ей принадлежит царь-клуб. Так, имя Льюис Сена Уорд. Вид дикий кролик, пол мужской. Особые приметы. Мой старый друг сильно заикается, когда говорит. Льюис владелец ранее популярного отеля «Атлас» и мой хороший друг. Сейчас я снимаю у него номер, но в невероятно огромном отеле живем только мы вдвоем. Он с ума сходит от детективов и охотно помогает, когда я прошу. Номер Льюиса 555-932. Так, я так понимаю, мне нужна ручка. Мне нужна ручка. И бумажечка. Хорошо. Или там номера будут написаны где-нибудь. Спасибо, Дина. Так. Один из самых известных гангстеров Кловеля, магнат в сфере недвижимости, директор банка, владелец музея, винодел, контрабандист и торговец информацией. Это только половина того, что о нем говорят. Его маленькие грязные лапки протянуты во все уголки городского подполья. Так, Царь-клуб. Один из самых известных ночных клубов города. Владельцы самых гламурных башмаков и крепких кулаков там завсегдатаи. И все знают, что копам там не рады, если только не на коленях. В грязи умолять не станут. Хорошо. Что мы делаем? Звоним ему?
Thank you again, Mr. Feather.
Don't mention it, Deborah. I had no other plans for today, except drink. But tell me, do you have a light?
Oh, come on, baby, light my fire.
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Thought so.
Так, хорошо, звоним. О, они пишут номер, видишь? 5, 5, 5, 9, 3, 2.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Что это за номер?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Окей. Знаменитая реклама. Интересно, они кролика назвали Льюисом не в честь Льюиса Кэрролла, который Алису написал в «Стране чудес».
Lewis arrived a few minutes
Я правильно
later.
сказала фамилию?
He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous
Как
place.
злым русским? Ну, нет, ну кошка вроде нормальная. Это крыс злой, но он не русский. Здравствуйте.
The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve. I hope the old bunny had nothing important to do.
Наташа Котенко, Царь-клуб.
Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
О, кроль прикольный.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Sunny, yesterday my life was filled with pain.
Don't mention it.
Так, хорошо. Натоптали.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah.
Да-да, до свидания.
Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Так, у нас теперь есть карта. Мы тут вроде бы все осмотрели. Я читала в отзывах, что вернуться на какие-то места вроде как невозможно, и лучше осматривать все. И ничего не забывать. Ты мне что-нибудь еще
Could I
скажешь?
ask you a few more questions, Deborah?
Feel free, Sonny.
Саня. Новая функция. Спросить. О, да тут можно еще базарить и базарить.
I've
Давайте.
already told you more about myself than I wanted to.
Afraid you'll get your hands dirty?
I'm afraid I already did.
Хорошо. Отель
You think
Атлас.
my whereabouts aren't a secret?
Дима, музыка не громкая? Мне кажется, громковато. Меня слышно нормально?
Do you think they ever were?
Well, I was hoping.
Clawville is a big city, but not so big that Santino Featherland can hide in it.
Oh, please. Flatter me more.
Хорошо, Хобарт Ибн Уэсли.
So, Ibn Wessler, eh? You know you could have dropped the bomb a little earlier.
Классно, он пальчиком в них тыкает.
If I started with that, I'm sure you would have thrown me out.
You're right. He's one of the most dangerous gangsters in the city.
I only know he's an influential businessman.
Isn't that the same?
Not even you can see the world as that black and white.
Хорошо, новая личная информация о Деборе. Так, послание от Наташи.
Sonny, I've already told you what I know.
Тыкает
I've never
пальчиком.
read the message. My job was to give it to you and nothing more.
Nothing more.
You really are this innocent, aren't you?
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
Ты глянь, какая она игривая. Ты посмотри на нее. Ты глянь, что творится. Не понимает она. Да-да.
Let me give you some advice, sister. Leave the city and get as far as you can from the likes of Ibn Wessler.
Шаловливая лань.
It's not so simple, Mr. Featherland. My mistress needs me.
Is she really that important to you? That you drive around in the dead of night to questionable places to deliver messages you know absolutely nothing about?
Что ты грубый такой?
I would do more than that for her.
I see. You're smooth. Real smooth.
Feel smooth.
Thank you, Mr. Featherland.
Извините.
Sonny, please. Just Sonny.
Так, Наташа Кашенко.
So this Natasha dame.
Look, I'm just the messenger. You have to talk to my mistress about the details. Miss Katsenko was very clear on this matter.
I see. But
Please, Sonny, let's not make this even more uncomfortable.
okay, understood. Let's drop it.
А как бы они вот целовались, например, мне интересно. Межвидовые отношения.
Thank you.
Так, ну все, да?
I can always count on you. Thanks, old buddy.
Don't even mention it, my friend.
You got anything planned for today?
I thought I'd visit a nightclub. It's New Year's Eve, after all.
Well, I didn't mean to hold you up.
I'll ask a favor of you someday.
Конечно.
I owe you a lot of those, don't I?
That's true. I don't deny it.
Так, хорошо. Тут что-то про нее новое, да? Она солгала мне, солгала о многих мелочах. Всю историю про шантаж следует воспринимать с долей скептицизма. Хорошо. Штаб-отдел. Штаб отдела, он же мясорубка, огромное мрачное здание для нечистых людей. Это не только про тех, кто в тюрьме. Global Police Department. Окей. Так, ну вроде все, больше ничего нового нет. Уходим. Так, типы сцен. Основные сцены. Эти сцены раскрывают сюжет, а также определяют, какие места открываются или закрываются. Чтобы пройти игру, нужно завершить все основные сцены. Бонусные сцены. Доступ к таким сценам открывается на определенных этапах игры. Если вам нравится проходить все задания и получать все трофеи, то обязательно посетите их все перед переходом к следующей основной сцене. Закрытые сцены. В данный момент закрытая сцена недоступна, но по ходу игры доступ к ним может то открываться, то закрываться. Важный совет. Не переходите к следующей основной сцене, если не уверены, что хотите пропустить бонусные сцены. Не факт, что вы сможете к ним вернуться. Каталаж когда-нибудь. Хорошо. Полицейский участок. Нет, я больше никуда не могу. Хорошо.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same, and the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone.
Марти Макчикин. Наташа Каценко.
Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
Так, глава 1. Объезд.
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
Нам обоим тогда крепко досталось. Он говорит, мы оба оставили часть себя там, в ту ночь. Ладно. Что это за декабрь? Класс. Ой, так, хорошо. Патрульная машина.
Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages.
Да, реально классно. Ну вот именно внимание к деталям. Дыры от дыры. Загадка дыры. Дыры от пуль.
This happened when that old bloodhound, Bloodboil, was promoted to chief of police.
Ирис. Так, плакат. За корону, за короля. Нужен нам гражданин.
Every time this poster disappears, good old Bloodboil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
Извините, что я ударила микрофон. Надеюсь, это было не громко. Ну, прикольно. То есть у них король и это лев. Окей. Так, что-нибудь еще тут есть? Давайте поговорим. Ну, естественно. Ну да.
Phyllis and Roy's. Two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Well, look at that.
Ни хрена
Hey,
себе у него
Sonny,
голос.
what you scratching at over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Симба, ну да, Симба.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bird. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You got it, ha ha ha, you got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
Они что, из Шотландии? Ой.
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range.
Мегащётку
As always.
забыли. Говор, как у цыган из Большого Куша. Ну, там еще хуже было все. Но они, по-моему, из Ирландии были, да? Цыгане эти. Какие-то ирландские цыгане, насколько я помню.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Джок. Класс. Так.
The bullet hole in my crest is worth more than these two
Ой, я даже
combined.
гребешок свой под пулей не подставлю.
The bullet hole...
Окей. Что-нибудь еще скажете?
By the way, what's with the raincoats? Couldn't you find an umbrella?
Why? Frank says it'll be rain. And see, it's raining. He's a frog, so he must know.
Yeah, well, I'm a rooster, but I hate getting up early.
Raincoats are just fine, okay. You have a problem with that, Sonny?
No, just, you know, the spikes sticking through and all.
Is something wrong with our spikes, chicken?
Чакин. Чакин.
Yeah, you know what? Just forget it.
Ой. Как он там говорил собаки? Декс. Do you like Dex? I like Dex. Dex of dogs. Так, хорошо. Люди. Что тут у нас? Ройс. Имя Карлтон Филлис, вид европейский еж, пол мужской, особые приметы, на дух его не переношу. Настоящая заноза в гуске. В гуске? В гузне? Не? Он слишком мелкая рыбешка для взятки. Имя Марсон Рояс, вид хохлатый дикобраз. Пол мужской. Гуски. Что такое гуска? Я только гузно знаю. Жопа? Не гузно разве? Гузно. Особая примета. Терпеть его не могу, почти как и его напарника Филлиса. Огромный и тупой, напоминает моего напарника Марти, только у Роя нет доброго сердца. Ну, идемте.
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
закуска это жирная хрень. На жопе курицы или утки. Ага, я поняла. Это то, что там где плака типа. Чё? Так, а ну, сейчас. Сейчас, секунду. Или как оно там называлось? Задний отдел пищеварительного канала у некоторых животных. Так, ладно, это что-то не то. Хорошо. Окей, что мы тут имеем? Так. Моника. Эпи, Ханука. Так, кофейня.
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross and probably toxic.
Вот такой вот ящер был в Black City. Очень похож. Моника попросила за Моника. Так. Chicken Police Story. Звонок Пантер. Мередит H. Марник. Прикольно. Так. Морд.
Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick.
Воска. Офицер Баркман. Барк это гавкать по-английски, насколько я знаю.
I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division.
Офицер Жардин. Стрельбище.
We used one of these as target practice once. Not out of disrespect. We were just too damn drunk.
Ага. Так, что мы? Так, Воска. Имя Баскарелли обжора Надос. Вид собака, пол мужской, особые приметы. Говорят, он может сожрать все, что ему перепадет. За это и получено прозвище обжора. Имя Моника Розен, вид калибри птичка, пол женский, особые приметы, может делать 1000 дел сразу, она настоящий ангел. Морд Мартиген, вид комодский варан, пол мужской, особые приметы, старая, слепая и безнадежная развалина. Имя Люциус Уилфорд Кроводер, вид собака, пол мужской, особые приметы, шеф, живая легенда, а еще он меня ненавидит. Так, ну давайте слева направо со всеми поговорим. Моника.
Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city.
Даже так? Да, это птички.
Soft and ordinary, but also somehow cold and distant. The kind you'd like to invite for a coffee, but you know would say no, no matter who you are or what you do.
Извините. Так, хорошо.
Soft.
Ага. Ну, давайте поговорим.
Hey, Monica.
Классная чечи у нее.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Ну, по крайней мере, у нее голос приятный.
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Вы важная курица? Да.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
А что случилось?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
А у всех петухов дырочка есть? Или это у него шрам? Или пирсинг?
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Орел. Новая личная информация. Так. Душа и сердце полицейского участка. В теории она калибри, но многие говорят, что она ангел, упавший с небес. Когда я каждый день приходил бы часто, она была ложкой сахара в моем горьком утреннем кофе. Не у всех. Окей. Что тут еще появилось? Что появилось? Зип? Кто такой Зип? Зип Ха Мёрфи. Вид енот полоскун, пол мужской. Особая примета — старый брат, который с годами стал хорошим другом. Не у всех гребень стоит. Но то, что не у всех гребень стоит, это я в курсе. Это я знаю. Так, мы можем с ней еще поговорить.
Hey, Sonny, is everything all right?
Sure, everything's fine, Mon. I'm just distracted.
That's nice. Life is best if you let the adventures take you with them.
Jeez, Mon. Don't read so many romantic novels.
That was one of yours, actually. From the old Sonny. You used to love saying nice little things like that, remember?
Oh.
I try not to.
We can't erase the past because we are the past ourselves, am I right?
Эх. Да.
Stop that right there.
У них был секс. Все может быть.
Okay, okay. I'm just joking.
Да. Что пишут? О, дорогая Моника, иногда мне кажется, что это место держится только на тебя.
Yes, Boss Bird?
Nothing yet.
Just don't make a mess, okay?
Так, царь.
What do you know about the Czar Club?
Nothing special. I've never been there. It's a famous place, though. Expensive cigars, unaffordable drinks, pretty gals. All the
Gals.
movie stars and politicians go there at least once a week.
And all the big shot mobsters, too, I've heard.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing.
Хорошо, опять Атлас.
Still living in the Atlas?
If something works, why change it, right?
Well, if you like it there.
Listen, Monica, you could come by sometime
Oh.
for a drink
О,
or
да.
two, you know?
Да-да-да. Даже если его у них не было, Дима, мне кажется, он был бы не против.
I didn't hear that, and you didn't say that.
Молодец.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Да.
Anything else, Boss Bird?
Орел. Орел. Так, Хобарт Ибн Уэст.
Do we have a file on Hobart Ibn Wessler?
Are you kidding me? We have a whole room just for him. Want the key? You can spend the remaining days of your paid holiday in there.
No thanks. Never mind. You're a bit sassy today, aren't you?
Сессия.
I'm sorry, Sonny, but I'm starting to shed my feathers because of this insane asylum. You know, New Year's Eve and Blood Boil's not here when he should be.
Somehow I'm not sorry about that.
Yeah, I bet you're not, Boss Bird.
Наташа Кошенко.
Natasha Katzenko. Interesting name. Is it real or just an alias?
It's supposed to be real, but who knows? Good question.
We have nothing on her. She's either clean or uses a fake name. Maybe both, but I don't think so. Aside from that, everyone knows what I know about her. Singer, star, the #1 babe in this town, so to speak.
Thanks, little bird. It's something.
Glad I could help.
Так, ну это все.
Yes, Boss Bird.
Nothing.
Just don't make...
Окей. Так. Морт.
Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years.
No.
But that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time?
Вот the clock.
Poor old lizard. You've seen better days, haven't you? Poor old... Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
Morty to you, sonny boy.
Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
My fault. Криповатый чувак.
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jeffy is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Ты наконец поймешь, что это маленькое дерьмо тебя использует.
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. Do you understand that? Don't.
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy.
Немного арабский, да, да. Мне это почему-то напомнило Джафара из Аладдина. Да, есть такая тема.
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Таксиста из Дэдпула? Ну, тот индус был, по-моему, а не араб.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Мистер Дэдпул. Это индусы так разговаривают.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you.
Кстати,
But keep
испанцы
it down
таким
till
тоже
then,
грешат,
okay?
насколько я знаю.
You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
Хорошо. Так, что тут? Вороватый ублюдок. Он слеп как крот, но это не мешает ему быть самым огромным куском дерьма в истории города. Он мог бы стать хорошим парнем, но сбился с пути, а теперь уже стар, чтобы спасаться. В клубе была драка с участием Морта. Какой сюрприз. Он мой хороший знакомый, так что замолвлю за него словечко. Так, где этот доктор Бубо? Доктор Реджинальд Б. Буба. Вид филин, пол мужской. Особая примета. Морфинист, невротичный, отвратительный старик. Но дружу с ним еще с тех пор, когда пернатые копы были на коне.
Tell me, sonny boy, how's Molly and the little chickie?
Чики, о,
You really know how to hurt a guy.
о.
Is something wrong?
They no longer live with me, Mort. For a few years now. And to be honest, we're not really in touch.
I'm sorry, pal. I didn't want to reopen old wounds.
It's all right, Morty. Let's drop it. Everything all right, Lizard Wizard?
Ящер-пращур.
Yeah, it will be as soon as I'm out of here.
Все, да? Хорошо. Боско.
Detective Chowhound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha. But nah, he's just a lapdog. He's not a bad boy, by the way. He's not...
Окей.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Какой у него мех на руках, ёшкин кот.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying.
Ковер вошел в чат. Почему ковер? Стерется?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. Wasn't trying.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Что я несу? Так, хорошо.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that.
Женщина, ну да.
He was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
А, нас подстрелили.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
Ой. Интересно. Детектив Баскарелли, известный как Боско, он работает со мной в отделе по делам хищников, то есть я раньше там работала. Нет, подождите, он говорит, he works in the predatory division as I do. Как и я. Все, тут нет про то, что он там раньше работал. Собака Баскервилли. Это мелковатая порода. Подожди. Я туповатая сегодня, Дима. Я поняла тебя. Боже мой. Баскарелли. Да. Ой, ну ничего. Ничего. Так, хорошо. Мозес, Тибетский лис, Оплата, Ману. Это старые соперники Сони и Марти. Сейчас они работают в отделе убийств в полиции Клови. Мозес это же Моисей. Чего они не перевели? Где тот Мойзес? Ладно. Так.
How are the pups?
Детектив доиграли своего приключения.
They're real monsters. Life's a living hell. But it'd be even worse without them, you know?
Yeah, you're telling me.
Oh, right. Sorry.
And how's life without the chicken police?
Unfortunately, the worst half is still here. But it's good. It's so uneventful. What a coincidence.
Want me to make a scene?
No, I'm fine without it, really.
Listen, Bosco, do you need this mess with Mort?
Like hell I do. Well, what can I do when he's almost beat a fucking giraffe to death?
Ни хрена себе.
A giraffe? Never mind, it's New Year's Eve. There's a brawl like this in every joint of the city, and you know that. He's just a loser, and also blind. Maybe someone just stuck that broken mug in his hand.
Да, так и было наверняка. Привет, Антош.
You know that's not what happened.
Of course I know.
All right, I'll let him go. We don't need him yelling in here all night. I'll write the report and throw him out. But he better not end up back in here again tonight.
Отличнее.
I'll have a talk with him. Keep up the good work. You're a good boy, Bosco.
Good boy. Элегантный петух. Да.
Cluck off, Sonny.
Клак оф. Откудахтайся, типа. Да. От меня. Хорошо.
Just sign any bullshit testimony they shove in your face, and you're free to go. Bosco also wants to get through with it, just like you.
Это не костюм, это кожанка просто.
Thanks, Sonny. Much obliged.
Да, выглядит классно.
You owe me another one, old man, and I won't forget it.
You can count on me, Sonny boy. I'll help if I can.
О, это не плащ. Это плащ? Реально это плащ? Реально плащ? Ни хрена себе. Класс.
Just sign anything. You
can.
Хорошо. Жму.
keep up the good work.
Так, хорошо. Офицер Баркман.
One of Blood Boyle's favorites, mainly because he's a dog, of course. One of Blood Boyle.
Понятно.
Officer Jardine. They say
это
she's
женщина.
clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here.
Oh, she's a little bit dangerous. Извините. Так, ну идемте на стрельбище.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw
Это
each
рысь?
other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and
Вот это
I
пантера
was
какая-то,
bleeding.
не?
I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
Так, это выход. Keep your gun clean, мистер Лоуман. Как вам такое?
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
Так. Эй ты, если ты еще оставишь коробки с амуницией открытыми, я надеру тебе задницу, Марти. Хорошо.
Hello, Cassandra. I hope we'll meet again. Oh God, I'm starting to sound like Marty.
Было сложно, но я справлюсь.
That little note down there. What can I say? Classic Marty. That little note.
Хорошо. Так, это выход. Пушка Марти. Большая Берта 2.
Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her. A sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week. But once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored. I still remember her kiss. What can I say? It's the experience of a lifetime.
То есть Марти нас подстрелил из этой пушки.
I still remember.
Да?
I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained. Linda. Or maybe Layla. Can't remember. Fortunately, I had the displeasure of meeting her only a couple of times on duty. She bites. Just like the women Marty loves.
Да. Да, у Марти специфичні смаки.
Linda.
Хорошо.
Claudia. Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most. Marty only uses her in very dark cases, and on those nights she almost always takes a life. Or maybe two. Marty only I know her well. Marty calls her Susie. And I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years. Marty has a dozen guns, but Susie's one of his favorites. He got her from a fish we rescued from muddy waters together. Those were the days. Marty has a...
Все? Хорошо.
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice, maybe turn on the lights first.
You're right. I'm gonna do that.
Так, а где выключить свет? Окей. Так, подсказка. Стреляйте во врагов и не попадайте в заложников. Все просто. При попадании в противника даются очки и время, а за попаданием в заложников они отнимаются. Все зависит от вас. Думайте и стреляйте. После 6 выстрелов нужно перезарядить оружие, прямо как в вестернах, но еще быстрее. Хорошо. Перезаряжайся быстрее. Так. Ой! Дамочка. Не успеваю я. О, блин. Слон был Эймгад. Да, это я. И... А долго стрелять или это? Окей. Марти, Боска, Сони, это мы, да? Мне, наверное, нужно побить рекорд Марти. Давайте попробуем еще раз. Это нереально вообще, по-моему. О. Да нет, в этот раз еще хуже, чем в тот. Я не настолько хороша. Ой, боже мой. А можно мне другое оружие, пожалуйста? А слон это заложник или нет? Ёб твою мать. Так. Ладно. Что это такое? Давайте еще раз попробуем. Да, слон это заложник. Блядь, твою мать. О, пиздец. Так, хорошо. Да. Что вам сказать про Магадан, ребята? Божественно, иди в баню, Ди. Ну, почти. Мы можем еще раз попробовать, в принципе. Если вообще в этом есть смысл. Ну, давай. Хорошо. Я попробую. Блядь, твою мать. Опять этот слон долбаный. Так, можно заново, пожалуйста. Ладно. Ну, это сейчас бессмысленная попытка, потому что я 2 раза по заложникам попал. Блин. Серьезно? О, мы побили, да? Побили рекорд? Хорошо. Так, Марти. Марти Макцип, вид петух, пол мужской, особая примета, необычайно высокий, тяжелый для домашней птицы, сияющее белое оперение. Однажды он меня подстрелил и по делам мне. Хорошо.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always.
Все как мы любим.
Marty looks good.
Хорошо.
Hey, Marty.
Наш как-то симпатичней, по-моему.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, boss bird. Were you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
У тебя какие-то проблемы?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So,
Чё ты
are
как
you
тёлка
in?
обижаешься?
Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny, stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
Да, скорее как курица, Антоша. Да.
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
Сьюзи. Гляньте на прищур этого чувака. Это просто шедевр, я считаю. Как там, на какую кнопку скриншоты делаются в Стиме, я не помню. Дима? I need your help. F12. Спасибо.
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
Перчаточки. Так, хорошо. Так, мы с ним напарники уже 10 долгих сложных лет. То есть были. А то ведь сейчас он помогает мне неофициально, и только пока я не закрою дело. У Марти горячее сердце и тяжелый удар, но он верен до самого конца. На него можно во всем положиться. Особенно если на горизонте есть оружие. Тогда-то он раскрывает свою сущность, и тогда мне не хочется стоять у него на пути. Больше не хочет.
Hey, Marty, what about Laura? How come she didn't eat you yet?
Yeah, very funny. We're good, by the way. Mostly. As good as we can be after all these years.
Угу. То есть у него есть подруга.
Glad to hear it.
She asks a lot about you.
Really?
Yeah. She always hated you for getting me into trouble all the time.
Understandable.
But she also felt sorry for you.
Oh, well, thanks. That's much better.
Жінка? Ну, возможно, да.
If I'm honest with you, she loved the chicken police Marty better than this one.
Well, I think I'll take that as a compliment.
Whatever, Sonny.
А они все в перьях, интересно? Это очень интересно. Так, хорошо.
So, Sonny, you still limping?
The pellets tore my right hip to pieces, so yes. The doctor says I'll limp forever.
Вот такой.
Ah, good to hear that.
Вот козел.
Fuck off.
Can we go finally, or are you waiting for a big warm hug?
Ну, я бы не отказался.
Let's get out of here before I get detained for gutting you.
Ah, lovely and peaceful as always. Welcome back, Boss Bird.
Не, ну он реально здоровый, он в 2 раза больше, чем мы.
Can we go finally?
Хорошо, выходим.
Still drink coffee?
Ну, здрасте.
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hop dog. I'm in.
Dog.
Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty, with a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Эти руки. Вот это все. Это жесть.
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing
What the
here?
hell?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
Ага. Так, это он, да?
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood, but he never is, actually.
Как эта порода называется? Все время забываю.
Honestly, I have a really bad feeling about this. Honestly,
Окей, так. Тут что-то было. У Марти есть жена Лаура, она красивая и добрая хищница. Не знаю, что она нашла в Марте, но ему слишком повезло заполучить такую женщину. Интересно, что там за хищница. Так, хорошо. Хоп-дог. Место славится своим исключительным кофе и исключительно частыми разборками. Но держать заведение в окрестностях города тараканов не так уж и безопасно для жизни. Окей. Оки-доки.
honestly,
Все, давайте разговаривать.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Bloodboil.
damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, 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 careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, detective.
Он тоже пальчиком тыкает. Кстати, погода реалистичная, дождь перед Новым годом, это классика. Да, Дима. Есть такое.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear.
Оставим его
Oh, have a
постоять.
heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
Ай, пупсики.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
И тот пальчиком, и тот пальчиком.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
Кто-то упал. Так. Так, тут мы все прочитали. Тут у нас про кого что-то было. Это мой босс и живой памятник правосудию. Он жесткий, бескомпромиссный, а главное, неподкупен. Конечно, он российский ублюдок, но все же. Не хочу быть здесь, когда он идет на покой, и смотреть, как Кловель погружается в хаос. Окей. Что-нибудь еще скажешь?
What is it, Santino?
Nothing, sir.
And you need something, Martin?
No, sir.
Then get out of my sight, birds.
I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore. I hate his kind anyway.
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
Повсюду.
No, yeah, that's true.
And you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
That's true, pal. Protect and serve.
Yeesh, get a room, you two.
Shut up, Marty.
Завали клевало. Так, скок док.
What have you heard about the hop dog? Is it still standing?
Yeah, it is. But I don't frequent that neighborhood. You shouldn't either. Things have escalated there recently.
Так, Хобарт.
What do you know about Ibn Wessler? What's the old rat been up to lately?
They say he's keeping a pretty low profile these days. But he's been seen in the company of the Attorney General.
Attorney General Hamtaro, eh? That's interesting. Thanks.
Why are you so interested in that rat? If you want another hole in your comb, I could help you too, you know.
It's just professional curiosity.
Yeah, of course. And I'm a fluffy little Labrador.
Whoa, 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 you forgot to mention this nugget about the case, Sonny. Ibn Clucking Wessler?
Ibn
What the hell did you get into?
As far as I remember, you didn't let me tell you in the first place. Well, you're in now. No way back.
You're a piece of shit, Sonny, you hear me? What's this all about?
Easy, chicken. I'll tell you everything soon enough. Let's just get the hell out of here first.
Я не знаю, и перевод, конечно, не идеальный, но в целом это довольно достойный перевод, как мне кажется.
If I already told you it's a pleasure working with you again?
No, but that's always good to hear, partner.
Cluck off.
Так, полицейский участок Клоу.
Why is it so quiet in here? Shouldn't it be a madhouse by now?
The midnight madness is yet to come, Sonny. Just wait for it.
My time's too valuable for that, pal.
And you're trespassing. Rules of suspension, remember? I can see you're up to no good.
Who, us? Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
If you say so. But I advise you to keep it low. Especially you, Sonny. How many days do you have until retirement?
121. 120 soon.
Don't be a knucklehead and get yourself fired.
Thanks for your eternal wisdom, Bosco. I'm definitely coming to you again next time.
Хорошо.
I see blood boils here. We're in deep guano for sure, Marty.
Он сказал гуана или мне послышалось?
Isn't it your lucky day, huh? Are you thinking about some stupid shit again?
We? Excuse me, sir, but what do you mean?
Great wilderness, just keep a low profile, will ya? It's New Year's Eve. We have enough dangerous lunatics running around already.
Don't worry, Chowhound. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, of course you do. That's what I'm afraid of.
Так, ну, что-нибудь еще
Hey,
он
listen,
скажет?
Bosco.
Ага.
I wanted to ask you this for so long. Can I pet you? Just a little?
Нормально.
One more word, and I'll bite off your arm.
Oh, hey, easy. I'm just kidding.
Марте мне нравится.
Guys, I'm really gonna miss this when I retire.
Hey, listen, boss. Whoa.
Guys,
Так, ну тут что-то новенькое было, да? Так, ну тут, наверное, ничего. Ага, ускорение. Так. Места, тут ничего. Кодекс, так. Район Улей, город тараканов, район Коблер. Район Коблера это сапожники. Так, район сапожников, также известный как Улей или город тараканов, когда-то был частью города, но потом превратился в обнесенное стеной гетто, где вынуждены обитать 98% насекомых города. В настоящее время наибольшую угрозу для города представляют беспорядки в Улье, из-за которых уже несколько раз город-государство оказывался на грани гражданской войны. Альтера. Может, двуглавый континент Альтера, только второй по величине из 3 континентов дикой природы, но это дом самых разных и влиятельных государств мира, таких как Наутика, царство Ставония, Аверия, Вильезия и Сваласа, Главославия или Империя Фрон и, конечно же, Кловель, город тысячи цветов. Ребята, если вы не против, я сделаю небольшой перерывчик. Если вы не против. Интересно, сколько там сейчас людей на русском языке эту игру стримит? Вы что, издеваетесь? 6 человек! 6 человек! Ладно. Хорошо. Так, сейчас я вам музычку включу. Я постараюсь как можно скорее прибежать назад. О, скоро буду. Текс. Я вернулся. У нас появилось качество. О, качество даже. Это хорошо. Сколько? 9 человек стримит игру. На секундочку. 9. А, ну тут Stop Game стримит на 480 человек. Понятно. Окей. Так. Пошла в народ, ну да. Продолжим. Так, мы уже вроде тут все обсудили.
Hey, listen, boss. Guys.
Да, с этим.
What is it? And you?
No, sir.
Then
Все,
get...
уходим. Хорошо. О, Моника.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
О, мальчики.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Monica. Remember that invitation from the other day?
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry, Marty. I'd love to, but I've got a lot of work to do. You know how it is. Please tell your sweetheart that I'm sorry.
Ну, перед своей ненаглядной.
Okay, okay, I understand. No problem.
We'll meet at the annual party anyway, right?
Yeah, that's true. I'll tell Laura.
I have a strange feeling that we'll meet again tonight.
Пальчик, пальчик.
Strange. I have that feeling, too.
That's weird. I was just thinking the same thing.
I have a strange...
That's
Окей.
weird.
Корпоратив, точно.
Look at these two simpletons.
Simpletons, это просто филя.
They don't even realize their jackets are full of holes.
For the wild God's
Скоро
sake, don't
корпоратив
dare
у
tell them.
вас, да? Мгм.
I already tried, but nothing happened.
Figures.
Так, ну давайте с ними побазарим, наверное.
Hello, gents. Everything all right?
Aye, everything's just fine, Sonny.
Everything does fine, honey.
Well, look, the chick police are together again. What a time to be alive. Am I right,
Какие они
Roy?
гадкие. Ад на земле. Могу представить.
You're right, fellas.
Я понятно вообще.
Hey, that reminds me. Look at what I found under my coat. It's Her Majesty Big Bertha
Ты чё,
in the
сумасшедший?
flesh.
Whoa, 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 don't shoot. We were just joking, okay? We don't want any trouble.
Толкин.
Yeah, I was just joking too. I'll never get bored with these two. They're so cute.
I wonder why they thought you would shoot at another cop.
Действительно.
Hey, it's just happened once, okay? Am I right, boys?
You're right, Marty. And we all know it was an accident.
See?
What is it, chickens?
Look, Marty, the pincushion can talk.
Чего они над ними
Amazing.
издеваются?
Fuck off. What is it, chick?
Look,
Fuck off.
Хорошо. Так, у нас тут какой-то бонусный есть. Скок-дог и вот это место. Давайте сначала в отель съездим, наверное.
Yeesh. My condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Ага.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Страшно представить, чем там пахнет.
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but
Oh.
no, this is lavender?
Ah, that. Now that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An impala, maybe?
Ага.
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
Ah, true. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird. So,
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
after you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
Кстати, там на этой брошюре, которую нам дала эта Ибанес, был номер телефона клуба. Может, мы можем по нему позвонить?
Sure, just do it quietly.
А ну, ща. 555-312. Подождите, так. 555-312. А ну-ка. Let's give it a try. 5, 3, 1, 2.
Hello? Is anybody there? Hello? Hello? Do you hear me?
И лошадиное ржание. Нормально.
Well, bye then.
Well,
It's quite the party over there.
that's good. It'll be easier to mingle that way.
Окей.
If we get there in time.
Yeah, we better go.
Хорошо. Так. Ну, тут вроде бы все.
My wife took all the good ones. She knew they'd only gathered dust here. And she was right. My wife took...
Хорошо.
You know, this city's outgrown us.
Классно он щурится.
Why do you say that?
Well, don't you feel it? The whole place squeezing you. The polluted air, the sirens, and the smell of cordite.
Don't be such a drama queen. It's not the world that's changed, it's us. Clawville's Clawville. We're just getting older.
No, there really is something. You know the feeling of foreboding, of something wrong, of something bad on the horizon.
You're screwing my mood.
Yeah, but I'm not sorry.
No shit.
A long time ago, when an animal was starving, they bit someone. Worst case, they killed or ate them. That's being a predator, isn't it? And that was our job.
Yeah? What are you getting at?
Well, it's not the case anymore. Animals are eating each other out of pleasure. It's a poison. They're losing their minds.
Пальчик.
Ah, Sonny. You
Oh.
just got old. That's all.
It's not that simple, Marty.
If you say so.
Хорошо.
Maybe I'm just old. And while I'm clucking about nothing ever changing, everything changes. You've gone out of style, old bird. Accept it and move on. Of all that's furry, I should be doing something. But I just stare out the window like a feather-brained fool. Pull yourself together, Sonny. Of all that's
Хорошо.
just a bunch of useless crap in there. Just a bunch of
So this is them.
Yeah, the wild gentleman. They were role models when I was a kid.
Well, you must have been a weird kid, which ain't surprising. My idols were the White Wolf and Super Squirrel.
The White Wolf, eh? Explains a lot. You know, when I was back in Averia, Clawville and the whole let's live together in peace bullshit seemed like an unattainable dream. Those guys made it happen. The city rose from the ashes of the Great Fire.
Yeah, but look at it now. And what would have become of you if you hadn't ended up in Clawville? Maybe you'd even be happy?
Perhaps.
Those guys were something.
Nowadays, I don't know what they were, or what I believed they were.
Say, Bossbird, did you read poetry now?
No. Why?
Because you're going nuts.
Well, thanks.
Those guys were something.
Now,
say
no.
Because
Well, thanks.
the old days. You know, I miss him sometimes.
What? The hype? Us as celebrity cops?
Nah, the work, the buzz, the phone ringing at 4 a.m. and knowing if you pick it up, you'll be dragged into something terrible, because that's your job. And of course, you pick it up every clucking time.
I'm not sure it's healthy to enjoy that.
Hey, no healthy animal becomes a cop in Clawville.
Yeah, true.
Ой, извините, это не я, это кресло.
It's like it wasn't even us.
You're not becoming sentimental, are you?
No.
No, I mean, we were suckers for sure, but looking back now, I feel at least we knew what we wanted.
I still know what I want.
Now, what do you want, Marty?
A lovely wedding and a long honeymoon. Laura deserves it. And I also want Blood Boil's job.
Ничего себе.
A rooster's never gonna be police chief, Marty. Not at this time. Not in this place.
Thanks for putting me in my place all the time. I hope you don't call me again for another 5 years.
Някс.
It's like it wasn't even us.
You're not becoming...
No. And what?
A root... thanks for... Man, I can't imagine how you feel. The only good thing you ever had, huh?
Shut up, Marty.
Забыли клевала.
Sure. She was the one, right? I mean, the one. So?
Marty, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear a single word. Are we clear?
Jeez, calm down, boss bird.
Чего они меня все орлом называют?
She was the one, right?
Так, хорошо.
Who's that shaggy creature?
Мохнатая тварь.
That's MB Davis, you bird brain.
Politician?
Am I gonna have to smash your beak?
Seriously, I don't know who the hell he is.
Кекс.
I know. He's the guy who smuggled cocaine in his prosthetic leg, isn't he?
One more word about Mr. Davis, Marty, and I'm gonna wring that ham-sized neck of yours.
You don't have to cock-a-doodle immediately, you know. I'm just clucking with you, okay? I know.
One...
You don't... I didn't know you used to be a kindergarten teacher. But leather?
It's history, so back off.
I'm touched by the trust you have in me, boss bird.
There are things better left undisturbed, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, got it. You weren't an orphan, were you? That would explain a lot, you know? You've never talked about your family.
No, I wasn't an orphan. My parents are dead, but most of my family still lives somewhere in Averia.
Okay.
Then what the hell still keeps you in Clawville? There's nothing remotely good here, especially nothing as good as a family.
I had my own family, Marty. Not anymore. And Clawville is my home, like it or not, because that's what I deserve.
Okay, I get it.
Хорошо.
You weren't an orphan.
Так. Я на всякий случай все проклацываю, если вдруг там еще какие-то остались реплики. Так. Дикие джентльмены. Гражданская организация, основана 4 самыми влиятельными и самыми богатыми зверями в городе. Огонь 867-го почти полностью стер Кловер с лица дикой природы. Именно тогда появились дикие джентльмены, которые заново отстроили город, используя все свои деньги и влияние. Они были героями, или, по крайней мере, считались таковыми. Некоторые полагают, что огонь был делом их лап, и все это было частью национального заговора, но, скорее всего, правду мы никогда не узнаем. Авирия. Страна, населенная одними лишь птицами. Это живописное современное место, которым управляет демократический парламент. Его омывают... извините. Секунду. Его омывают 2 моря, основой экономики являются воздушный транспорт, торговля и военная авиация. Страна поддерживает нейтральные отношения почти со всеми другими нациями, и кроме периода Великой Мясной войны удерживала свои позиции на протяжении всей истории. Великий пожар Кловеля. Вскоре после Мясной войны и последующего экономического кризиса в 893 году пожар уничтожил почти весь Кловель. Он начался в районе Редуэлл, и даже река Таймс не смогла его остановить. Это была настоящая огненная преисподняя, после буйства которой город пришлось отстраивать заново почти с нуля. Кожа и мех. Кожа и меха раньше считались высокой модой, но теперь, особенно в Кловере, натуральную кожу и меха редко встретишь. Носить такую одежду, если денег хватает, не то чтобы нельзя пока что, но это, мягко говоря, весьма неприлично. Хорошо.
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure, you could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place too. Has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised? When was the last time you've slept in your bedroom?
I don't know. I'm not sure I'd even recognize it anymore.
You're hopeless, boss.
I guess you're right. Nothing interesting in there. But if there is, it'll remain hidden for all eternity.
Окей. Так, тут вроде ничего.
Maybe in another lifetime, old bird.
Хорошо. Так, с ним есть о чем еще поговорить?
When was the last time I was here?
I don't know. Years ago. When Molly left.
Whew, that was a wild night.
Yeah.
То не прикольный.
You know, Sonny, you can call me. Not just when you want to investigate some shady case from a shady dame and you need a big meat shield to cover your ass.
Гуска.
Times have changed, Marty. And I don't call anyone.
All right, Boss Bird. Whatever you say.
Have you been there before?
Never. You know, it's not my style. It's too fancy for me. I'm more like the smoky, smelly, ramshackle little joint type.
Yeah, same here.
But we're not gonna mingle like this, right?
Ну да.
We're not searching for a tailor on New Year's Eve, okay? We'll go as we are.
That'll be exciting.
Let's just stay out of trouble, okay?
What trouble?
О, никаких неприятностей.
That's the spirit.
Да. Дебора и Баннес.
So she just turned up with a message and this flyer, and you fell for it?
Да.
Maybe I was bored. Or maybe there's more to this thing than meets the eye.
Yeah, there's always more.
Maybe I just wanted to meet you for old time's sake.
That's not funny.
I've never had a good sense of humor. You know that better than anyone.
That's for sure.
Так, послание от Наташи.
So the Tsar Club, huh? My city's on fire. Sounds good. But that's all? It's kind of weak for a clue.
It's not a clue. It's just a guide. By the way, it's New Year's Eve. We deserve some fun, right?
Well, that's true. But it's never that easy with you, Boss Bird. There's something you're not telling me, right?
Да.
Nothing important, Marty.
А что он скрывает, интересно, от него это?
Yeah. If you say so.
Да. Мой маг.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sinclair. How are we?
Sinclair is doing fine, thanks.
Yeah? And so what? Other animals talk to their plants. Crazy, isn't it? At least a gun has a soul.
О, да.
And it's useful.
I can't believe you're allowed to walk around freely, Birdie.
Oh, if you only knew what I'm packing right now.
А я ж видела. У тебя там Берта.
I don't want to know what's under your feathers, Marty.
Да. Что-то еще мы можем
So,
обсудить?
am I staring quietly enough?
Well, the floor's creaking a bit when you shift your weight, so,
You're an asshole. You have what we came for?
Да.
I just want to look around a little. I'm ready. Yeah.
All right, Sonny. Then grab your map and let's hit the road. You have what we came. All right.
Хорошо. Так, мы едем в Хоп-Дог. Почему все чешется?
The hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
Класс. Муха, это мощно. Так, секунду. Хорошо, что тут нового? А что нового появилось? Ничего вроде бы. Окей. Мух.
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the hive.
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
Перемол.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again. And those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be.
Maybe he can't understand what we're saying.
Or he just doesn't want to talk to us. Which I can understand, considering how most of the animals treat these poor bastards.
Indifference is almost as harmful, Sonny.
You think I'm indifferent about the insect issue?
I didn't say that, boss.
I'm not indifferent. I just think we've simply gone too far to even make it right.
It's never too late to change, Sonny.
I hope you're right.
Is that the Kite and Blues?
Хитин блюз. Класс.
I think so. It has a unique sound to it, that's for sure.
I'd like to visit the hive again when things lighten up a little.
Yeah, and when they welcome cops again.
Yeah, right. Ah, is that the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Хорошо, давайте
Hey,
поговорим с ним.
pal.
Какая прелесть.
Can you hear me?
Hello? Нет?
Is he deaf?
I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't understand what I'm saying.
Хорошо стоят.
Or he doesn't want to?
Нет.
That's also very likely.
Ah, poor Bug Eyes.
О,
At least he's playing music. I mean, he's doing something. Most of the destitute
Значит, он не
take up
глухой.
drinking or drugs. Or worse.
You know about the light.
You mean the light the insects believe in?
отсылка к тому, что насекомые летят на свет этих лампочек электрических.
Yeah, their afterlife. If they want to go into the light, they set themselves on fire.
Прикольно.
Yeah, I've heard that. Maybe it's not a bad way to go.
Так, секунду. Чуток утеплюсь. Ой.
That depends on your point of view. Poor bug.
You mean?
Yeah,
Так,
that.
хорошо. Что у нас тут?
Could this wreck belong to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
It's sad that everything's rotting away.
It is, especially a beauty like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Хорошо. Бог, блин, одел.
Are you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray.
Who said that?
A natural-born genius?
Yeah, right.
Natural born genius — это прирожденный гений. А они перевели как гений что-то там естественным путем. И, насколько я знаю, natural born — это прирожденный. Типа. Ну ладно.
That sign gives me the creeps.
I'm not surprised.
That sign.
I'm not surprised.
Так, хорошо. Ну, тут вроде... А, на город еще можно посмотреть. И на улей. Ага,
There
давайте.
used to be such life around here before it became an insect ghetto.
That was a very long time ago, Marty.
I was a little chick, and the Hop Dog had the best pancakes in the entire city.
Well, since Zip became the owner, the cook, and the waitress, I imagine it's all gone
Официанткой,
downhill.
он сказал, а не официантом. Официанткой.
True.
But at least the coffee's good.
That's right. I have no idea what that mongrel's doing with it, and I don't want to know, but it's a...
Так, а он кто? Енот? Вот этот. Где он тут? Зип. Раньше он был мелким преступником, но подполье отвергло его. Теперь он делает лучший кофе в городе в потрепанной придорожной забегаловке. Ах да, еще он оказался довольно полезным информатором для полиции. Хорошо.
Roachtown always gives me the creeps.
Hey, don't call it that. It's not okay. Whatever happened here, it's still the Cobbler District.
Old memories?
We used to live here a while with my mother. There used to be a small ice cream shop around here, and a baker. The whole area smelled like fresh bread. Smelled like home.
Oh.
How could we turn it into a slum?
Good question.
Let's pray to the gods we'll never have to work here again. Do you remember that case with that fly called Novak?
Great wild ones. How could I ever forget that?
Wild ones. Окей.
Let's pray to the gods.
Great.
Так.
Peaceful, isn't it?
Because the whole town's probably drunk by now.
Maybe that's the only way it can bear itself.
Doesn't it remind you of someone?
Да уж.
Shut up, Marty.
Shut up.
Got you there, old bird. Even though it's a mess, I still can't imagine living anyplace else.
You know what? I envy you for that.
Even though it's a mess.
You know what?
Хорошо. Так, давайте войдем.
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
You're right.
Yeah, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
Получено достижение по старой дружбе. Хорошо. Что у нас тут еще открылось? Ну, не про него открылось. Так. Марти? Нет. Ладно. Ничего нового. И тут ничего нового. Окей. Так.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Ни хрена себе.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner. What's that smell?
You know, I don't want to know.
Zip once had Marty do the dishes because he tried to take off without paying. That was one of the best days of my life.
Прикольно.
Zip once had Marty.
Хорошо. Так, с Зипом мы потом поговорим. Меню. Почти ветчина и томаты.
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would I eat meat?
I don't mean real meat. I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds. Have you never tried any of them?
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. Do you fall for those adverts?
Substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
Вечный
I
спор.
don't care what you eat. But don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
Ooh, a nice pancake with hemp seed, chocolate, and black onions?
А они давно твином стали. Это
I'd
же
rather
лук.
have somebody pull my beak off.
Ах.
Ah, you used to be more daring.
Yeah, and my back didn't hurt either.
Furry heavens, it's depressing being around you, boss bird. Ooh, maybe a peanut souffle with faux meat.
Фу.
Oh, stop it, Marty, before I get sick.
Ugh, you're just a boring old man.
Да уж.
I'd rather be boring than dead. I wouldn't eat here if my life depended on it. I wouldn't eat.
Так, почти ветчина и томата. Извините, помидор. Поджаренный сэндвич с синтетическим мясом. Так, полумясо и сыр. Поджаренный сэндвич с синтетическим мясом. Бекон, но не бекон, и шоколад. Так. Вот это я не знаю, что такое. Туше суфле. Арахисовое суфле с синтетическим маслом. Так, хорошо. Смелин сафл. Вонючее суфле, типа.
I wouldn't eat here.
Почти как дома, Бургеры и хот-доги. Старый Зип знает лучше всех. Супер размерный хот-дог с синтетической сосиской, миксом шоколадным и дьявольски острой паприкой. Паприка разве острая? Ну, может, что-то я не то перевожу. Так. Хот-дог в стиле саванны с 5 типами травы. Вегетарианский бургер с чем-то там. Дидли, я не знаю, что такое сквот. И с каким-то салатом. Сия Суперстар. Суперразмерный бургер с 12 добавками. Хот-дог. Нормального размера хот-дог с 4 видами синтетического мяса и кофе. Хорошо. Так, остывший кофе.
The highlight of my day.
Yeah, I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy trash panda and tell me, do you really want to know?
You're right.
As always.
Ah, this will do.
Until tomorrow morning, at least.
That's right.
Someone once said that everything's backwards in Clawville. The beer's always warm and the coffee's always cold. Well, I guess I'm starting to understand what he meant. Someone once...
Так, к черту короля. Куда исчезли все краски?
What insight. Wise words, pal. Wise word. Well, that's a good question, pal. You know what? I was thinking the same thing. You know what?
Так. Лети со мной, детка. Кэстон Мавис. Новая звезда рок-н-ролла.
And voila, the master himself.
What a finch.
Ну и зяблик.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking.
Ну да, голубь. Боже, кто это? Это морской котик? И пингвин, бляха-муха. Ой, атас. Так, секунду, мне надо это сфоткать. Ща, секундочку. Так. Окей.
In another life, I'd love to be a rock star.
You're already one, Marty. For me.
Ah, thanks, boss.
Kids these days and their crazy music. What would old M.B. Davis
Хорошо.
say to this garbage? Kids these days.
Билли Джей Блэкмор. И с новым альбомом «Ломай меня». Ломай меня полностью. Мне почему-то это мозгов Блэксада напоминает. Ладно. Так, это мы сейчас включим. Красиво. Не, ну саундтрек хороший у игры. Ничего не скажешь. Давайте вот это. А, нельзя поменять тут? По-любому выключается, да? Окей, ладно. Я вас поняла. Так, ну давайте с Зипом разговаривать.
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
Мне клевать. Так, что там? Зип стареет, у него еще остались связи. Стоит допросить его обо всем, но время его тоже непощадимо. Так. Заменители мяса. Заменители и имитаторы мяса позволили сократить потребление мяса, хищничество и домашний каннибализм во всей дикой природе. Эти продукты легко доступны в наши дни и популярны не только среди хищников, но и среди других видов животных. Домашний каннибализм — это мощно.
You think he might know something about the case?
He knows almost everybody in this city. At least he used to once. Let's see if he still does. When I first arrested him, he was barely 14 years old. I was a rookie cop. Who would have thought we'd end up like this?
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
У нас тоже есть шотган.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
It's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful? Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Да уж.
Well, there is a woman.
I knew it.
But not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
Так, хорошо. Что-то новое было. В последнее время он ведет себя странно, он как будто пытается отойти от своего темного бизнеса и жить простой жизнью с простыми удовольствиями. Само по себе это неплохо, но на него это совсем не похоже. Так, а мясника не добавили? Нет. Так, тут что-то новенькое тоже. Мясник Мик. Мик – один из самых отъявленных негодяев на службе у Ибна Уэслера, известный под многими довольно жуткими прозвищами благодаря своей жестокой натуре. Дорожки Сонни, Марти и Мика уже пересекались раньше, и пернатым копам пришлось немало постараться, чтобы унести перья из этих стычек. Хорошо. Эй, не туда.
Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
Зип предоставлял Ибну какую-то информацию пару лет назад. Тогда он уже был информатором полиции, так что он мог работать на 2 фронта. Скользкий засранец. Да уж. Сколько долго?
I've gotta say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
After you trashed it, I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your beak?
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball.
Так, Ховард Ибн у вас.
So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
Бывает.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why?
Наташа Кошенко.
So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
No, Zip. I mean, really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
Милый пушистик. Зип Ха Мёрфи.
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
Так, хорошо.
That Natasha's a mysterious woman, a real cursed jewel, if you ask me. She came out of nowhere 2 or 3 years ago and landed on the stage of the Millions almost immediately.
Миллионы, это так раньше назывался клуб Царь.
Is that so? Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice, makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important. Then suddenly, bam! She got the whole club, just like that. But we know exactly how it was.
Ну, да, догадаться несложно.
I can imagine, yeah. Since then, it operates under the name the Czar Club, right?
The old click is still clicking, right? Yeah, the club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibn's lover, but she's not your usual canary. She didn't get involved in Ibn's dirty dealings.
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own businesses and gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Mongrel Mick? Doesn't sound familiar.
Mick the Marauder, ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibn not being himself.
Which has something to do with this Natasha, right?
Наtasha.
That's my guess.
Thanks for the straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One? You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
Okay, okay. Whatever you need. Just call us.
I cluck and will.
Cluck and Will.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
Так. Она была знаменитой певицей в клубе «Миллионы», а затем Ибн взял ее под крыло, и она стала владелицей клуба. О ее прошлом мало что известно. Но тут все так же ничего нового, правильно? Ну да. Так, хорошо. Про Ибна. Ага, ну это мы читаем. Хорошо. Что-нибудь еще нам скажешь?
You sure talk a lot.
Maybe maybe the past is haunting me. Once a rat, always a rat, right?
Oh, come on, Zippy. Don't be so hard on yourself. You got out in time, and you've been living an honest, ordinary life since then, haven't you?
Yeah, right.
Такой
How
несчастный,
lucky am
боже
I,
мой.
huh?
It's more than what many others get, believe me.
Так.
What's this no insects allowed shit? You're not like that.
What do you think? If I let one in, all of them will follow. And then I can forget my regular clientele for good.
Что-то у тебя клиентуры не видно особо.
What clientele? There's no one here.
That's it. Would you take even that away from me?
What's this no...
What do you...
What?
That's it.
Все, можно уходить отсюда.
When I first arrested him, he was barely...
Окей. Нам так ничего не скажешь? Вот.
Poor bug-eyed.
And you...
Yeah,
Хорошо.
that depends.
Значит, мы едем в другое место. Полицейский участок. Были. Тут мы были. Значит, нам в Царь-клуб дорога.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt.
Классные вставочки.
The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha.
Здравствуйте, Наталья.
Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Цаперка. Это аист, это аист. Аист в шубе? Серьезно?
So this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
Это наш друг Льюис там стоит? Так.
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Аист в шубе, это мощно. Да, это Льюис. Да. Царь Клаб. Большое новогоднее шоу сегодня ночью.
You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Молодец, Марти.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
Да уж, да уж. Так, клуб Царь. Самым цветном. А, ну там читаю.
My city is on fire. This is it. It was on the flyer from Deborah. Maybe we'll get to hear it, if we're unlucky. From none other than our secret employer, Natasha Katsenko.
Ah, a job with benefits, huh?
По-моему, имеется в виду непремиальные. Когда произносится слово benefits.
Don't be tasteless.
Oh, I get it now. The title. Do you think it's about the Great Fire of Clawville?
Так.
Did you ever think of being a detective?
Very funny.
My city is on...
Хорошо. Тут больше ничего, да? Так, Льюис. Девушка Аист.
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Кто такой?
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Далай Ламинг.
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Let's not bother her.
Okay, boss.
Так, модная тачка. Вывеска. Вот тут рекламная тумба, газета. Парковка только с 7 вечера до 6 утра.
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
They got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
Обхохочешься, я бы перевела. Хорошо, так. Хроники Клоувилля. Самая читаемая и серьезная газета в городе. Она настолько популярна, что ее читают даже за пределами Клоувилля, и не только в колонии. Именно в этой газете впервые была опубликована статья о 2 героических пернатых, также известных как пернатые копы. Статью написал Тимоти Солпотер, чайка-журналист, который с тех пор сам стал в некотором роде легендой. Хорошо. Тут ничего нового точно. Так.
Tonight, maybe we'll be on the front page once again.
Может, не надо?
God forbid.
Так.
Tonight, maybe.
История Клоувилля. Так, ну это мы уже много раз читали. Носорог такая, ничего, мадам, да.
Huh, I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Epur si muove.
Oh, bless you.
It means, and yet it moves, bird brain. An old wolf named Galileo said that.
Один старый волк по имени Галилео сказал это.
Oh, I see. And what did he mean by that?
Dunno. I think there was something wrong with his stomach.
Ouch.
Epur si
ouch.
Хорошо. Так, вывеска.
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world, I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Pluck off, Sonny.
The Czar Club. I'm not gonna forget this buzzing red neon light anytime soon.
Дикое новое шоу сегодня ночью. Мой город в огне. Так, хорошо.
The Czar.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
What a beautiful car.
A work of art.
Seeing it and thinking about my little rusty cobbit. Breaks my heart.
Ah, don't torture yourself, Sonny. Only way we're ever gonna drive one of them is if we sign up for the mob.
Maybe it would be worth it.
I think we'd be great gangsters in another life.
Beautiful car indeed.
Yep. As you say, boss.
Beautiful car.
Yep.
Так, хорошо, давайте сначала с Льюисом тогда поговорим.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence?
Ламар,
Lamar? No, Liam.
Кендрик Ламар.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Все мы здесь сумасшедшие, как писал Льюис.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty.
Да,
But
да.
if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss. Is Lucas really such a big fan?
Лукас.
Lewis. And yes, he's got the whole Chicken Police book series. Damn his taste.
Is Lucas
Lewis.
Давайте поговорим с ним.
Sonny, my dear friend.
О,
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Льюис.
Anyways, so the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Классно, он плямкает.
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a shame.
Ага.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal,
Oh.
but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
Хорошо.
Let's not bother him again.
Yes, sir.
А почему?
Is Lucas really such a big fan?
Lewis. Let's not.
Yes, sir.
Ладно. Так, вышибала. Привет.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
Они сейчас будут приставать к нему с вопросами об имени.
Okay, I'm in.
Окей.
Jeez, look.
That's not a...
Давайте поговорим с ним.
Howdy, pal.
Да, опасный чел. Дубленочка с овчинкой.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful
Ой, боже
chilly night?
мой. Класс.
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
Да ты что, Соня?
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before.
Класс.
May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah, I've,
Ah, don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
Значит, не судьба,
That's a
ребята.
shame. I'm really sorry, sirs.
Рыс,
In that
рыс.
case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
А почему мы не спросили, как его зовут? Так, хорошо.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I am strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Но он очень культурный для
Listen
вышибала.
here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Марти, ты чё?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more. And I must admit, it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin.
Ничего
The Bell of
себе.
the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
О, так это была книга о нас.
Oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Марти.
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen. And forgive me for my austere composition.
О,
No problem, Shakespeare.
так, Льюис Сенауорт.
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable
Лучше бы они его
gentleman,
фамилию не
and also
переводили.
a frequent visitor of the club.
Так, конечно, мистер Сенауорт истинный джентльмен и часто бывает в клубе.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Наташа Кошенко.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not
Pardon,
permitted to say
monsieur.
anything more.
А он таки француз. Я думала, он русский. Но похоже, что француз.
Just one more thing. This list of yours, where should we sign up again?
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
Руки.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy. Just wait.
Боже мой.
Just
Он
don't get
подорванный.
too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks, pal.
Yes, gentlemen.
Hey, big guy, what's your name again?
My name is Archibald, sir. Archibald Conway.
Арчибальд.
Well, that's not a Bob.
Да уж.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Archie, what? No way, that's not even a real name.
Марти туповат.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, sir, but my name is Archibald Conway, without any doubt.
Класс.
Blackjack Conway to my friends.
Блэк Джек Конвей.
Well, thanks, Blackjack. It was a pleasure. We'll be on our way now.
У меня сразу в голове Блэк Сет и конь Боджек. Так, спросить...
Say, big guy, is this your job? To stand in front of the club and keep out decent fellows like us all night?
Not entirely, monsieur. My employer has many other kinds of jobs for me. He is quite creative in his field, I must say.
Окей.
Like?
Like what?
Exactly.
Sorry, monsieur. I'm not,
Permitted to say anything more about the matter. Regulations, yeah, I know. This bullshit just gave me a headache.
so sorry to hear that, sir.
Он прикольный.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a
Так,
demon.
ну это мы уже хорошо. Так. Чё тут? Где он? Арчибальд. Арчибальд Блэк Джек Конвей. Вид баран, пол мужской. Особые приметы. Огромный, как скала. Разговаривает, как поэт. Воняет, как коровник. Охранник с клана входит в царь-клуб. Вероятно, он подчиняется непосредственно Ибну Уэстлеру. Не стоит и говорить, что он очень образованный, и у него богатый словарный запас. Хорошо. Что мы делаем?
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh. I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Не пускает.
Yeah, something like that.
No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Страшно представить.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Банни.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Ну, как бы да.
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'argent, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
Все, мы можем идти?
The Tsar Club welcomes you, gentlemen.
Спасибо, Арчибальд.
Thanks, buddy.
The Tsar Club welcomes...
Thanks.
Хорошо. Идемте.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we
Это
are.
должно быть интересненько.
Mother of...
Твою ж наседку.
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days.
Да уж.
So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
Наташа.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
Да.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Так, секунду. Чаток. Секундочку. Я смотрю, игра пользуется популярностью. Ну, это хорошо. Игра приятная. Окей. Так. Оу, тут прям куча всего. Ну ты. Ну, какой классный. Так, хорошо. Поехали по очереди. Роскошный виски.
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems
Так я
had
просто
gone
взяла,
too
я же не
far.
пью, чё ты?
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just...
Классно он щурится.
Look, fellas at the station are talking, All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh?
Yeah.
About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Извините.
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good. And let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty. Come to Daddy, darling. Come to Daddy.
Calling booze darling, it's kind of weird, don't you think?
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
О, это мощно.
Touche. I'll shut it.
Good birdie.
Dirty. Так, что у нас еще есть? Буфетчик. Ты кто?
Hey, there's Filmar.
Филмар?
Who? Oh, yes. Filmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap Pulp Fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
The old hawk looks like shit if you ask me.
Старый сокол.
Just like looking into the mirror.
The old hawk.
Just like...
Так, что там про него пишут? Филмар. Филмар Лоу. Вид бурый сокол. Пол мужской, особые приметы. Ничем не примечательный парень, которого потом и не вспомнить. Мы старые знакомые из Авирии. Хорошо. Так. Официанточка.
She has pretty long legs.
Лайка.
I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel.
А, это
But
белка.
I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
That girl is looking at me.
Марти.
She's just looking at anyone whose glass is empty, Marty. That's all.
No, Sonny.
no,
She was staring at me like hard. Now, I saw it.
Ага.
Marty, you're imagining things. Oh, wait a second.
You see that, right? She's looking right at us with those big, black, weird squirrel eyes.
Okay, Marty, don't panic. And just look elsewhere and walk away slowly.
Класс.
Creepy little squirrel girl. Creepy little squirrel girl.
Окей. Так, что тут еще есть? С этими мы потом поговорим. Так, буфетчик.
A man's best friend.
That's not a dog, Sonny. That's a horse. He just has a very weird mane.
I didn't mean him, Marty. I meant the bar.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah, because that totally makes sense.
Да-да.
Don't be shy, Sonny. Just ask him for a drink.
Still talking to yourself, huh? Great.
Don't be shy.
Так,
Still
хорошо. Сейчас я все посмотрю, потом начну с ними разговаривать. Верзила. Такие дамочки, ёшки.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
Да.
You just need to get used to it again.
Хорни это похотливый. На английском и хорн это же рога. Игра слов, так сказать.
What? This is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate? Mob accountant? Or is he a movie star?
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
That was actually worse than the previous joke.
Окей.
I try.
This is the...
Хорошо, да. Что вот еще у нас есть? Сцена. Пустая сцена.
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
Что-то надеялся
You're a
пропустить
rusty
его.
old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
За Дамас?
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
Бад Джем?
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
What is it, butt jam?
Nothing, old fart.
What is it, butt?
No.
Хорошо, парень лиса.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
Вот так вот.
What?
Глаза, блин. Ой, я не могу с них.
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny. Remember that old case with the fox and the raven?
How could I even forget?
Absurd, right? All that bloodshed for a piece of cheese.
Класс.
Yeah, hunger can bring out the monster in animals, right?
Вороне Бог послал кусочек сыру.
And the wildest and most primordial instincts, no matter how civilized they seem.
As you say, Marty.
Remember that other case?
Oh, gosh, Marty, where do you dig these out?
My mind is a bottomless pit, my friend. Was the rabbit a runner? And the turtle was his buddy, or?
His dealer, actually.
Ah, yeah, you're right. We found the rabbit near the river with a missing leg. Brutal stuff.
Ау.
2 missing legs, actually. But
Ёшкин
yeah,
кот.
What happened with the turtle in the end? It's a little bit blurry.
your bottomless pit of a mind is a dark and sad little place. The turtle thought he would run faster if he ate the legs of the rabbit.
Ёшкин кот.
You know what? This city's seriously fucked up.
Таки да.
It is, Marty.
Remember that other case?
Oh, gosh.
My mind is...
His dealer.
What? You know,
Хорошо.
It is.
Так. Ой, какая ламочка. Так, хорошо. И громила у нас тут еще. Киноафиша. Так.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not.
Hey, Marty, I bet you wouldn't dare to go up to him and ask if he hasn't seen your fur coat.
What? Why? I'm mad, yeah, but not suicidal.
Ah, are you chicken or what?
Piss off, old bird.
Nah, chicken shit.
Хорошо, давайте на афише посмотрим. Вероника Кейт. Класс.
Oh, I know this fodder guy. He was kind of good in Death of the Horse.
You've seen every clucking movie.
Вуханый фильм.
You know, Laura and I go to the movies a lot. When was the last time you went?
Надо сфоткать. Это шикарно.
Exactly 12 years ago.
Ого.
Oh, you remember that precisely? Let me guess. Molly?
Yep, our very first date.
О,
I see. What did you watch?
I don't remember. I just remember her. Nothing else.
бедненький.
You're a clucking poet. I mean it.
Вероника Кейт. Класс.
What weird titles these have.
This done for hire. Я не знаю, как это перевести. Хотела бы, но не могу. Ой, боже мой. Хикс Пудл, Клэр, Тур, Маил, Анна Шайни. Murder My Tweet.
Ooh, I've seen this. Hicks Poodle plays a private eye, hired to look for a woman, then gets into some kind of blackmail thing that's connected to the first case. And
Hey, Marty,
what? Yeah?
I don't give a shit.
It's a classic. And kind of reminds me of the situation we're in right now.
How
Окей.
so?
I don't know. A mysterious case, a mysterious woman, strange threats, some off-duty investigation.
So,
Like, think about it. What if we're in a movie and this whole mess is just fiction?
Marty, I think you're having a nervous breakdown.
It's a classic.
How's
Like,
Marty?
Хорошо. О. Ганнибал Боген и Луиза Бандикут. Фильм за его Бафо. Прикольно.
you think this is one of those movies where the femme fatale gets everything in the
Femme
end
fatale.
and the poor detective's left stranded?
Yep, just like life.
You're old, Sonny. I mean, experienced. Have you ever met a woman like that in real life? Who floors you with a glance and leaves only heartbreak?
Well, actually...
Oh, but I didn't mean to...
Да-да. Да.
I'm sorry, Sonny. You're old, son.
Так, и последнее. Кэссиди Люпус и Кассандра Руби Фай. The loudest hole. He has the case, he has the girl, he has the gun, he is the alpha. Прикол вообще. Молодцы.
Another lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. But wait, who's that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me, just women and guns are my only weakness.
No shit.
Он не сказал, еще бы дерьма кусок. Он сказал, не может быть.
Remember the name, Marty. Cassandra Ruby Faye.
Боже мой.
Marty, shut up. Marty.
Хорошо, так, давайте поговорим сначала со знакомым нашим, Филмором.
Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a feather pillow mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out. Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Наташа?
Oh boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Самочка.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Окей.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
Так я ни с кем не успела больше поговорить. Вот черт. Где он? Так. Классные зарисовочки. Старый добрый Филмор должен знать кое-что о Наташе, и это может быть важно для дела, но он ничего не скажет, пока я не встречусь с ней. Похоже, он немного нервничает. Наверное, это что-то очень важное. Так. Филмор, как он себя сейчас называет, старый товарищ, которого я знал еще до Кловеля. Это один из лучших частных детективов в городе. Как и большинство из них, он частенько имеет проблемы с законом. Тем не менее, он один из немногих в Кловеле, кому можно верить. Так, Коник. Ну давайте еще с ним поговорим.
Just one more thing, Filmar.
Ой, извините, пожалуйста. Ткнула в микрофон. Надеюсь, это было не
I see you
громко.
haven't changed a bit.
Do you think we're walking into a trap? You always had good instincts.
You know, I couldn't figure out this Natasha woman, even when I worked for her.
Then the trouble is bigger than I thought.
Just take care of yourselves, and don't leave your guns out of reach.
Oh, that's never happened.
Yeah, this crazy cock even sleeps with his.
You're welcome to the club, Brother Bird.
Take care, Phil.
You too, old fart.
Take care, Phil.
You too, old...
Так, пошли к коняке.
2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before.
Класс.
Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
Ой, смешные. Так, хорошо.
Gentlemen, your drinks.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
Боджек.
My name is not Bojack. I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so...
Привет, Боджек.
Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack.
Боджек Хорсмен. Так, хорошо. Спросить про Наташу.
Tell me, hey breath, have you
Все
seen
моя
Natasha
отрыжка.
tonight?
Боже мой, какой кошмар.
Not yet, sir,
Ой, что ж
but
такое?
she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
Вы очень
sir,
щедры.
You haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your
Морда
job, and we'll
зашорена.
do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen.
Gentleman.
Anything else, sirs?
No thanks, Mr. Ed. Keep up the good work.
Все?
No,
Окей.
take care.
You
Так,
too.
с этим все тоже. Верзилой мы не можем поговорить. С этим тоже не можем. О, здравствуйте. Громила. Так. Ну, с Ибном мы же не будем сразу прям базарить.
That woman with Ibn. I think I know her from somewhere.
Окей.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
The memories are returning.
Geez, just spare me the dirty details.
The memories are...
Geez, just...
Кошмар. Так, хорошо.
Isn't that...
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler in the flesh.
Мы будем с ним
So much for
разговаривать?
our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Наверняка не заметил.
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Да уж.
Great.
Just try to act normal, as much as you can.
Yup, that's him. The big rat in the flesh.
Well, it looks like this unpleasant conversation can't be avoided. Just try to act...
Yup.
Well... Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Глаза.
Hey, Olivia.
Эй, Оливия.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
О боже.
What a pleasant surprise. The roaster coppers in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Да-да-да.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Да, оно и видно.
Hello, boys.
Boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so
Тусик прикольный.
we were just in the neighborhood and
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
А
indeed.
ничего такое.
It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to
Зачем
be
они к нему
honest,
пошли вообще, в
I
принципе, я не
understand.
понимаю.
I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
А что они за мной такие?
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
Будем его допрашивать?
I'm at your service.
Серьезно? А, просто спрашивают. Так, хорошо. Так, тут что-то новое появилось. Где-то вот. Имя Оливия Блэквик, вид черная ворона. Пол женский, особые приметы, необычайно высокая и стройная для вороны, тихая и загадочная. Сейчас Оливия помощница из свита Уэслера. Возможно, будет полезно узнать, есть ли в отношениях господина Крысы и госпожи Вороны что-нибудь кроме работы. Ратус. Хорошо. Так, тут ничего. Тут у нас тоже ничего. Хорошо. Мы его спрашиваем, да?
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
Допрос. Так, ну давайте сначала тут поспрашиваем.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia dear. It's just provocation.
Olivia dear.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
Так, Льюис Сенворд.
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you.
Наташа Кошенко.
Look, detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
Так, ну давайте допрашивать будем.
Wessler is a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
Это шедевр. Хорошо. Так, тема Хобарт Ибн Уэслер. Фокус. С Уэслером непросто. К сожалению, я мало о нем знаю, поэтому придется сети расставлять. Не могу пока просто прижать его к стенке. Пока. Впечатление коварный. Класс. Как вы отреагировали, когда узнали о шантаже?
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Чё ты щуришься?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
Нет, конечно.
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Так, коварный, недоверчивый. Почему вы просто не позвонили в полицию? Вы, кажется, занятой зверь. Можно узнать, чем вы занимаетесь? Но мне кажется, этот вопрос это глупо. Наверное. Ну, хотя это относится к делу.
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny? Huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Бойцовый петушок, он меня просто петушком назвал. Минус 15. Нифига себе. Скрытный. Так. Зачем кому-то шантажировать вашу девушку? Мне не ответит.
Do you really think we're that stupid?
What? I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean.
Я сейчас провалю
You're
всё.
evasive and try to make us believe you don't care about the threats. But from my experience, that kind of behavior has guilt stamped all over it.
Ах и рожа.
Yeah, I don't have to listen to this anymore. I hope you don't take offense, but get the hell out of the club while I'm asking nicely.
Easy, Wessler. Let's talk about something else.
I'd be very happy about that.
Минус 50. Ни хрена себе. Алиса молодец. Так, ладно.
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley, if you catch my drift.
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Боже, он такой смешной. Ай, не могу. Так, хорошо. Наташе в прошлом были похожие неприятности. Вы здесь много времени проводите. Вам эти послания не кажутся опасными. Вы близки с Наташей.
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans. Psychopath pianists, perhaps.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Окей. Давайте прямо выстрелим, к чему понапрасну тратить свое время и мое. Думаете, это все один из ее фанатов? Между вами и Наташей все в порядке, он мне не скажет.
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe.
Why not? It's quite common.
It's a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it could be?
Yeah. Attorney General Hamtaro is obsessed with Natasha. But he's, more like the kiss on the hand, flowers bowing type. Throwing bricks through the window is not his style. I can't think of anybody else. Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
Ну да.
I get it.
Хорошо. Глава мафии и лапочка-кошечка, как вы вообще пересеклись? Согласитесь дать показания в участке. В прошлом были подобные ее угрозы, но это нет, это нельзя, тоже спрашиваю.
Have there been similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? Yeah, I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend. No threats like these, whether you believe it or not.
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
Would you be willing to testify at the station?
You're joking, right?
Maybe I can get you an invitation. Believe me, you'd love it. The coffee's good, but the chairs are kind of
Yeah, you have a peculiar sense of humor.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Так Наташа считает, что она в серьезной опасности, но продолжает разгуливать. Одна, когда она там на выходных, она совсем одна. Да.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at, but I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. Yeah, right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
О. Это было плохо. Не, ленивый коп. Неплохо, но и нехорошо. Для новичка пойдет, но ты можешь лучше. В следующий раз соберись и обращай внимание на детали. Сосредоточься, Сони. Ибн очень старается сменить тему, когда речь заходит об угрозах. Он, очевидно, знает больше, чем захочет рассказать.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
Ну-ка, ну-ка. О.
Sonny. Sonny.
Chloe's still lying in my bed. It's dead.
Почему смешно? Кошечка классная.
Unique.
Это, кстати, по-моему, русская голубая.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Хвостик, хвостик. Хвостик, ты видишь, как мотыляет у нее там?
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
You were amazing, dear, as always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
Cocktail?
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes.
Русская голубая, Наташа. Ну да, да.
You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey.
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting.
Before he comes back.
Класс.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her.
Да-да.
She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin.
Да ты что, петушок?
But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Это реально смешно. Ой, детка, детка. Боже мой, что это такое? Что это? Что вот это вот? Ёшкин кот. Так. В общем, это мы продолжим завтра. Да. На этой прекрасной ноте мы сегодня закончим. Ну, это было прикольно. По крайней мере. Горячий петушок. Ох, и Антоша. Да, горячий петушок. Так, ну, в общем, да. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ай. Увидимся завтра. На том же месте, в то же время. Да. Я не знаю, там, кстати, еще много в этой игре. Но, наверное, еще столько же, как минимум. Ну, игра хорошая. Может, завтра... Наверное, завтра стрима не будет. Значит, в среду-то пройдем. А может, завтра и будет. В общем, я не знаю. Не буду обещать. Может, будет, может, не будет. Всем большое спасибо за просмотр. До свидания.